And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
And now, please welcome your San Francisco Giants.
So, almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab in this one, Logan Webb. What do you have on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Lawrence Butler, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And that one popped to short. Adames under it. Makes the grab, one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, you know, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
One out, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, center fielder J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Let's go, Logan. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. There's a swing and a drive. Lee, long run. Can't get there, too slow to get after it. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He beats it. Safe. And it's 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And a foul ball. Langoliers stands at second with 2 gone. Swings through that one.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
This to center field. Lee flying after this one. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the 3rd out. A's get 1 on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Severino.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Bottom of the first.
Giants.
And digging
Center
in for
fielder,
San Francisco,
Jung-Hoo
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Lee.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
Yeah, that's fouled off. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Bleday makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. That one off the mark. Ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Third, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames stands in. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Way inside.
Aye.
2 outs, base is empty.
2 strikes.
On the ground to the left, Wilson slings to first, and they get Adames for the out. That ends the inning. Giants down in order, and it remains 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff.
Webb back to work. Foul ball there. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. And it chases that one. And there's one down.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So here's Brown at the plate. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. And he deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one's a little bit low. And now 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Yeah, there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's Luis Arias. And that's in there at the knees. Brown, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a ground ball. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's 2. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 1 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Throws to first and quickly one away in the second.
First baseman, Lamar.
So here's Wade now.
Jr.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
That one out to right. Butler hauls it in to end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in San Francisco. Now here is Jacob Wilson.
Number 5.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back to the top of the lineup. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Rooker, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Grounder might be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
That's a strike. Rooker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 3. So 1 hit is all they get. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the A's 1 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
and here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Catcher, Patrick Bailey.
That's to third. Urias to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. And another ball. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
It just came apart right there. A 4-pitch walk,
left
and
fielder,
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Grant McCray, the next to hit. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 outs. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So the lineup flips over at the plate. Jung-Hoo Lee, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So up next, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. On the ground. Oh, great stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back here at Oracle Park, here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Ball to strike. That one ripped right center field, and this one looks like trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Fly to center his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. A's leading by a run. That's to third. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Zach Geloff getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. The A's looking to add another. On the ground right side, and he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Brown in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. In the air, out towards left center. Lee makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 3-zip.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Luis Urias digs in now. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that is out of play. Ball to strike. The pitch. They say a win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. Inside and hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Number 5.
Jacob Wilson will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a foul out of play. Urias off of first with 2 away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball, that's out.
And they'll do it again. That one not close. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
On the ground, right side. Over to first. And that is the inning. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the A's 3 and the Giants nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
Check swing, called strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Severino kicks, deals. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Lamont
2 down, base is empty.
Jr.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Next offering way off the plate. Late swing, foul to the left. And it remains 2-2. The Giants trailing by 3. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Good job to fight that one off. Late night Lamont down on strikes. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Still down 3-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Webb back to work. And there's a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Randy Rodriguez preparing to come on if needed. Jelly also getting ready. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That's a little bit low. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Brent Rooker now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low. Now 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Fouled off left side. Next offering upstairs.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two outs. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Offense held in check there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 3 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5, Elliot Ramos.
Let's go, Giants! We can do it, Giants!
And a foul ball.
Well, these Giants being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Ball one there. This ball's chopped on the ground, and it goes
foul.
just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And up next for the
catcher,
Giants, Patrick Bailey. First time up, he grounded to third. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
0-1. Nope, that's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Blade snags it for the second out.
Now batting. Right fielder, Mike.
2 down, base is
Yastrzemski.
empty. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Now batting.
Dominant
Left
performance
fielder,
for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no
McRae.
runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Grant McRae, the next Giant to hit, went down on strikes his first time through.
a
Just
ball.
missed. And now
Oh,
2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Severino.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, no strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there,
Now
Boog.
batting.
The last one wasn't even
Center
close.
fielder, Jung-Hoo
So the batting order turns
Lee.
over. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 2. Misses
Nope,
again,
that's
5
inside.
in a row. That one's in there, and the count is 1-1. Inside,
that's inside.
just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Giants leave a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Randy Rodriguez.
Now
Just trying to
pitching
keep
for the
this one
Giants,
close here, and this is where a
Number
bullpen can give their
73,
players a chance to fight back into the game.
Rodriguez.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Leading off for the A's, catcher Shea Langoliers.
Langoliers measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Up next for the A's, second baseman.
One gone, runner at
Zach
first.
Geloff.
Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. First pitch just misses. Soderstrom leads off first with one away. That one fouled hard the other way. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the A's, left fielder.
First and second, one out. Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. And that misses. And that's ball one. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one down the line, and foul ball. Fastball almost got him there. Two on, one out. Down front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour in the gun. And here is Luis Urias.
Luis Urias.
And that one fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the A's 3 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the sixth. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
And that's way high. Ball one. In the air, center field. Lede has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more
Now
inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
Nope, upstairs.
Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The Giants trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Has grounded out a couple of times. That one catches the corner. Man at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls!
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Slings to second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the A's 3 and the Giants nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Giants.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
64.
Sean Shelley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Jacob Wilson. He's grounded out a couple of times. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Inside, ball 2.
And that's down and away.
3 balls, no strikes.
There's the strike, and the count is 3-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Chopped left side. Chapman. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Man at